Yo, how are you doing? I have a track out today on 33 Music on my label with Zelon, and it is by Aki Bergen and Richter. It's called Turquoise. The original's amazing, and I'm so happy that we got it on the label. And I did a remix of it, so I'm just going to walk you through a little bit of the remix. And this is what happens when you get really good parts. I'll show you a few bits. I won't try and bore you, but yeah, I'll zoom in and we can have a look around and see what you think. So this is the track. You can listen to the whole track. There's a link in the bio, and you can go and listen on Spotify and Tracksource. It's exclusive on Tracksource and Spotify at the moment. So, as you can see, I've got these stems here, which are all original stems from the remix. I mean, from the original. So that's all from the original. This is from the original. This is from the original. What I did is I made a new beat. So I had a new kick. If we just grab this section here. So I added a new kick. And then some rides, some claps, some repeat percussion, a little bit of knock percussion. Then some more hats on top of hats, like some standard hats. Later on the track there is some toms. So this is what the drums sound like. And then I think the O's were in the original track, so I added that. You can't really hear them really, but it adds a subtle little something. And then I added the bass line. I like to work in audio. I sometimes play the bass line and I sometimes use bass line samples from like Loop Cloud because I use the Loop Cloud software. But I like cutting them up. Like I've cut this one up. If you look here, I've cut it up and moved them about and everything. So it came up with that. So then you have that groove. And then I added a sub bass. Just to give it that rolling effect. And because their parts are so good, the melodies are amazing, I just gradually brought their stuff in. And then we got to the breakdown, which is this section here. And sometimes what I like to do is because I have my phantom kicks here, I have a different type. I have a full one, and I also have like a short one. So what I did here is I took them out, so everything breathed and flowed like a can and that sort of thing. And so this is where I added my toms and kept the O's going. So you had this sort of groove going into the background, into the open hats, not O's. There we go. That's their original open hats, but I kept it going with their parts. And then when I got to this section, I brought my bass back in. So, and dropped out the total of the percussion. So then, here we go. I brought only the sub bass in. I didn't actually bring my normal bass in. Oh no, actually I've muted that. Oh, there you go. I could probably just delete that. But I brought this, I remember now. I can't even remember. Did this remix. When did I do this? Probably January. So I brought in this bass line here. So you probably can't hear that on if you're watching on Instagram or anything. You need headphones, but you'll hear like a melodic deep bass. And then I brought in this trance lead, and them two elements that I brought in, paired with their elements, give you this. And then we'll go back into the deep groove, and then we'll build it up again, and eventually bring back in the trance lead here. One last crescendo. So yeah, that's it really. As simple as that. But yeah, so if you have any questions, ask them in the comments. If you want to know what plugins I use quite a few different plugins. So if you want more of that in the next tutorials, actually, this one's quite simple actually. We'll take that one off. So that's it really. Yeah. Thanks for watching Behind the Ginger Tracks. This is my brand new remix, which is out now, and you can stream it on Spotify and buy it on Traxsource. So go and hit the link below if you're on YouTube, or in the bio if you're on Instagram. Yeah. Or Facebook. All of them. Anyway, thanks for watching, if you got this far.